All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol LI, Li Auto Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want us to look at the previous charts that we used as examples to look at how they both, or all three of them actually, started the run on the 29th. It was pretty similar and interesting. So for NEO, it slightly dipped, consolidated, and ran up. Now, I had stated in my Neo video, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend checking it out. I did an updated video on it, that the fact that the bears slightly appeared could mean that the bears are trying to pull this down, so pay close attention to it. And for XPEV, we have already bearish territory. It's not as significant as Li Auto, but it's looking the same. The dip, consolidation, and it's in bearish territory. And when we go back now, and we look at Li Auto, here we are, the dip, consolidation, bearish territory. So the question is, could the bulls reappear? The only one that's doing its own behavior right now, or a behavior that's a little bit different, is NEO. And this is what has me concerned. If they're all correlating since the 29th, which now we're going to really see how they directly or indirectly correlate, if these continue to fall, will that pull NEO down? Or will NEO continue its own trajectory? That will actually detach it and indirectly correlate with these during this period. But if they start to fall more and it starts to bring NEO down with it, they could directly be in correlation. So let's look at Li Auto and what's important for tomorrow. There's another thing too. The support level was touched here again, and it was used as support, and it continued to bounce back up. That's very important right now to keep in mind. So I'm not really going to move the support here. That's 25.32. I'd write that down, but we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Now our resistance is slightly moved to a lower point, and we're below the 50-day moving average. So super important to keep that in mind. Now the lowest point reached in this bearish run is 25.10. I'd keep that in mind, write that down, because if 25.10 does get broken through, this will pull further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction. But for the bulls to even get back up into bullish territory, which we're currently in bearish territory, and the 50-day moving average is 26.67. When we're above it, we're in bullish territory. When we're below it, we're in bearish territory. Currently, we are in bearish territory. So for the bulls to even get back up here, they need to break through this resistance level. And that's 26.46. Now, if the bulls break through 26.46, it does not signify that the bulls have gained control. This is just the first beginning catalyst that gives us investors as an indicator of where this might be heading. Now, the closer it gets to the 50-day moving average, the closer it's getting to get back into bullish territory, meaning that the bulls are starting to gain control. So 26.46 needs to be broken through, turn into a support, so that the bulls can continue to work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. I want everybody to keep that in mind, and I want to emphasize that the bulls have not gained control by breaking through this, but this is the beginning catalyst to get closer to the 50-day moving average and get back into bullish territory. If the bulls accomplish that, the first resistance level would then be up here at 27.27. So keep that in mind as well. Now, in the long term, when we're talking days and weeks from now, the most important point for the bulls is 30.08. I would write that down as well. That's not something to look at for now, but that is important to look at days and weeks from now according to volatility and if it starts to work its way up to those highs. But right now, before getting to any of those numbers, 26.46 is the most important resistance level that the bulls need a breakthrough to start to work their way up. Now, on the other hand, we have what the bears want. The bears want to break through this. They're trying to. This is the support level from yesterday. Not yesterday, from Friday. And that is the support level that was touched once here. And before that, it was falling, and after that it bounced back. So this is a very important support level. Again, I talked about the lowest point down here at 25.10, but right now, before even getting there, the most important support level is based off of what we're seeing here and what the charts are showing. which is 25.32. That is a very important support level. 25.32, if it gets broken through, that just means that the bears are gaining more control. This is moving down further away from the 50-day moving average, deeper into bearish territory. So my emphasis to all investors is pay close attention to how this stock is reacting. If it breaks through 25.32, how quickly is it moving to newer lows? And are the bulls trying to reappear anywhere below it to bring this back up to reach newer highs and new resistance levels? So keep that in mind. This support level, 25.32, is very important to pay close attention to, the behavior of the stock and who is dominating the chart. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit that like button to let me know you watched this video. So, trivia question. What is the highest point that this stock reached? And why is it important for the bulls to break through it? It's the most important point for the next coming days and weeks, according to the volatility. I stated it earlier in the video. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on several dates. And on these several dates, there's scheduled pump dates. I put the dates and the charts side by side. They speak for themselves. I'm not here to go ahead and guarantee you profits. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor and viewer on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. So I talk more about it in the video, but just to summarize it shortly here, the S&P 500 index rises up several points. What does that mean for us investors? There's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share, and sometimes even more. And like I always say, if you put $1 into the market and you get back $2, profits are profits. I know it may not seem like a lot per share, but it does add up. Check out the video. Again, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor and viewer that there is an opportunity, whether the market's going up or going down, to maximize profits, minimize losses. So check out the video. Click on it. It should be popping up soon if it hasn't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.